Professor Vasanthi Arasaratnam, Vice Chancellor of the University of Jaffna, to the very first International Research Conference in Jaffna. Also, we extend an academic support staff and beloved students. We express our sincere welcome to members of the JUICE 2012 Advisory Committee, eminent scholars who serve as reviewers, chairpersons of technical sessions, research paper contributors, and each and every one of the conference participants. Please join us in making JUICE 2012 a successful event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Meena Sindilnandana. Now I hand over the microphone to our General Chair, Senior Professor Vasanthi Arasaratnam, to preside the plenary sessions. Professor Vasanthi Arasaratnam.
Thank you very much. Our Chief Guest, Honorable S.B. Dissanayake, MP, Minister of Higher Education, Guest of Honor, Honorable K.N. Douglas Devanand, Enterprise Development, our special guest,
Vice Chancellor, about kind of response this conference is evoked from participants from India, Sri Lanka, and many other countries. They have nearly 700 participants, and what was initially billed as, I'd like to, on the way they have prepared, the meticulous manner in which they have prepared for this very important conference, and of course, the good guidance and support the conference has received from two ministers who are present to the dais. I have no doubt that this conference will come up with very important recommendations on how we take forward the process of capacity development in Sri Lanka. Friends, I recall my first visit to Jaffna, which we trebled number of scholarships we have for Sri Lankan students, both to studying in India as well as studying in Sri Lanka. And I would urge students of the University of Jaffna to take full advantage of these new opportunities. Vice Chancellor also see that nearly 200 ITEC slots that we provide in addition to that for capacity building in India are availed of. Let me mention two other focus areas before I conclude. One was referred to Vice Chancellor, area of intellectual resource and culture. Here again, rebuilding the cultural space, an area once again which has been a strength of the Jaffna Peninsula, has been a priority. She referred to the very successful visit of our former President,
Vice Chancellor, University of Kelaniya, Councillor General Mahalingam, scientists, researchers, scholars, academics, council members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. We have gathered here today at the inaugural plenary session of Jaffna University International Research Conference 2012 at a crucial moment in the history of our country. It delights me to see that at this crossroad of history, while we were endeavor to rebuild our nation from the ravages, the University of Jaffna has pooled more than 600 scientific means to address the challenges faced in the post-conflict nation-building process.
Reverend Mahasangha, Reverend please, my cabinet colleague, Honorable Douglas Devanand, Excellency Ashok Mahanta, Vice Chancellor for India. Our Lady Vice Chancellor, Professor Vasanthi Arsaratnam, Vice Chancellor of Jaffna University. Today, panel speaker, Professor Sarapamugama, Vice Chancellor of the University of Kelaniya. Distinguished foreign delegates, all professors of the universities, senior academics, the academics of the universities,
and society to make effective use of the resources in order to achieve their own goal on a sustainable basis. Finally, the world can say that the capacity development process of increasing effectiveness and efficiency with which a country mobilizes and uses resources to identify, achieve, and sustain its development objectives. Now, those are some of the definitions of capacity development given by some international organizations of cooperation, and endorsed by institutions, individuals, and especially by researchers who are involved in the activities of capacity building or capacity development in the There is a purpose and a reason to enumerate and align different definitions of the concept of capacity development. That is, it is noteworthy that in these definitions, given for the
what's happening on this part of the world, we sustain this university as academics. We are the people supposed to shape the future of the nation, particularly the capacity development of the call. You responded well. Grandfather, there are friends who were asked, why are you asking this question? So he said, I'm supposed to be a cold bed and I shouldn't be feeling cold. Being accepting our gesture, now I call upon our local politician and also our traditional industries minister and the small enterprise minister, Honorable NK Douglas Devananda, to receive our memorabilia, please. Special guest, His Excellency Asoki Kanda, to come forward to receive memorabilia, please. There is a gentleman in the stadium now, our plenary speaker, who has illustrated the capacity development, because this was the issue. Since he put this as our title for theme, there was a lot of talking going on, buzzing going on. Now he has illustrated all these things. Kindly call upon our Vice Chancellor.